Hello, Ken. The following is the preface to my book, There's More Beyond Surviving, Journey to Life. This book is meant to help heal those of us that have been sexually violated and to help us on our healing journey to life. This is a healing process, a process born out of love. As a survivor myself, I know that surviving is not all there is. There is more out there for us. Surviving is essential. It is the first big step on our journey. At the time of our abuse, our only objective was that of survival. We can't heal if we don't survive. We now have a new objective. We now endeavor to heal completely. Our goal is to live an abundant life. It's a tough and rewarding journey, given what we've already lived through, and so worth it. The choice, the most powerful choice, belongs to us. It's time that we choose to heal. It is important that we exercise our courage to heal during this entire process. I know that courage can feel like a four-letter word. That word is fear. It's the fear of the unknown. We are unsure of what will happen next. What will happen after we exercise our courage to heal? But think about this. The opposite of the unknown is the known. What is known? It is known to us that we were victimized. Also known to us is that the abuse did not kill us. We survived. The scariest part was the abuse. So, as scary as the unknown could be, it is not nearly as scary as what we already know. I propose a different four-letter word, and that word is free. When we don't confront the pain that has been growing within and without, it will only continue its progression. It will become a distraction from our becoming the people that we were meant to be, and we will never be free. For those of us that have been sexually violated, once we exercise our courage to speak out, there is a common theme in the responses that we hear. We are finding that the responses sound a lot like, "Me too. It happened to me too." We have become the Me Too society. Our numbers are incredibly massive. By sharing our abuse experience, we are liberating ourselves and empowering others with the opportunity to exercise their own liberating powers. This is a difficult topic for many, not the least of which are the ones of us that have endured it. It takes great courage to first acknowledge the sexual violation to ourselves and then to reveal our experiences to others. With education and understanding, our hope is that the hearers of our stories can exercise patience and compassion. This book offers an opportunity for us all to rise to the places that can lead to the eradication of this epidemic. It will take those of us that have been violated sexually actively working our healing plan, a plan that leads to the place called healed. There's More Beyond Surviving is a book that provides a roadmap detailing the steps necessary for healing to take place. Once known, the journey is much less frightening. I followed this healing path. Here's how I arrived and built my home in that place called healed. I am grateful to God that healing is not only possible, but achievable. There is nothing new under the sun, so the scriptures say. I've always known that healing is possible, even before I admitted that I needed to be healed. What I didn't know was if it were possible to be healed from abuse. Of course, it's possible to be healed from the physical. I've heard of it. I've seen it. My mother was healed from cancer, completely. She lived 31 years past when she was projected to die. And when she died, it was not of cancer. Abuse is such a devastating, demoralizing, destructible, and disastrous thing. It breaks the invisible, and yet the breaks feel tangible, more catastrophic. We can't see how to bring together the invisible broken pieces of that which we clearly feel is broken. In the physical, there's a clear path to being healed. We know what to expect our physical healing journey to be. This is because of what history has shown us. But to the abused, the path has not been so clear. I was unsure of what being healed looked like. The question of whether it was possible to be healed weighed heavily on my mind and in my spirit. Through much prayer, I was reminded that there is nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, "The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun." Nothing new. There is no new thing under the sun. So I reasoned, if it's possible to be healed from one thing, then isn't it possible to be healed from all things? If it's true in one area, then isn't it true in all areas, both seen and unseen, both in the physical and the emotional? Through prayer, I asked what healing and being healed from sexual abuse looked like. The Lord revealed in my spirit that the bone was the key. Our healing is in direct parallel to that of the bone. Healing is achievable. By following the pattern of the bone's healing, we will be healed. I reflected on my own bone break experience. Years ago, I broke my foot in a serious car accident. So I set forth on a path to relearn as much as I could about the process of bone repair and how the bone heals. At each stage of the bone's repair process, the Lord revealed in my spirit the paralleling emotional and mental repair stage. Each stage has its place and purpose and must be passed through, regardless of whether or not we are cognitive of what is occurring. This book includes charts which mirror the bone's healing path, healing exercises which help illustrate the processes needed to heal, and parables that stress specific points. It also includes detailed information that informs and explains the equivalence between the bone's healing with that of our abuse fracture. In an effort to illustrate the proper way to complete the healing exercises, I have introduced an essential character, primarily based on my own experiences as well as the women that I've had the privilege of spiritually counseling. This character exists only to guide the reader in the successful completion of the healing exercises and to illustrate our healing journey. My highest belief that the techniques outlined in this book can help those of us that are in need of healing from our abusive past. As a woman who has been sexually abused, I am uniquely qualified to help guide those experiencing the pain of abuse. I've been there, and I know the way out of the darkness and despair. I, myself, have experienced complete healing. It works. It takes courage and commitment to the process. At times, it will feel painful, but the pain is temporary. Being healed is forever. The beauty of this journey is that we are not in it alone. We are drawn together by the same abuse fracture. It is important that we remember that we are all in this together.
The decision to heal is a difficult choice to make, but it is the choice that must be made. Over time, if not addressed, the internal buildup becomes overwhelming. It is necessary to purge ourselves of this density of pain. It is a density that has solidified over our years of denying, of hiding, and of living in fear. It is in releasing these elements of abuse that we simultaneously make room for our healing.